Hello and welcome back to Power and Revolution 2023 United States playthrough. How you doing, everybody? Eric MN Twins 28 here. We're episode 5. We're going to continue where we left off. It is the 1st of April 2023. In-game, anyways. Today, for me, it's actually September 22nd, 2023. Hope everybody is doing well. We are going to continue where we left off. In the last episode, we got Puerto Rico and the North Marshall Islands as states of the United States, making them the 51st and 2nd states, respectfully. The Mariana, I figured out how to say it, Marianas Islands, they were going to hold a referendum, the people will, to vote on whether they're going to become the 53rd state or not. Got a feeling they will. If they're like the Marshall Islands, they're probably going to do it. Another territory we have, which is down here, and right there hiding by that red spot there, there's American Samoa. They're another territory of ours, a dependency. So I think we're going to definitely go after making that a state too. I'm going to offer them statehood. And then Samoa, which is next door to them, they're not friendly with us for some reason. So I don't know what the deal is with that. So, and I don't think I can make an offer to buy them. So what I'm thinking of doing maybe is if this becomes a state, maybe we can, put some stuff here, some bases. We do have a base. Maybe we can sneak into Samoa, take that over, and this will just be one state here, the state of Samoa. So we might do that because they're unfriendly, but besides them, that's about it. These guys here are not, Fiji, they're semi not friendly, but they're not. It's not terrible. So, but all these are pretty much going to be ours. Minus, this is France. Why is France got? Okay, so these islands here are all French, and it's like literally France. Interesting. That's the South Pacific. We gotta go back up. So why don't we do that before I start anything else? Let's go to the country, and let's go offer statehood to Samoa. That'd be the last of it, because I think Guam is not. I always thought Guam was ours, but apparently it's not. So we'll offer America Samoa statehood, and I think that's it. I don't think anybody else, nobody else wants to relinquish their sovereignty yet. So that's fine. Between episodes, I went into the aids and I suppressed a whole bunch of countries' financial aids, one of which was Algeria, and they're not happy. Like I said, the United States ATM is closed for business. We're not going to give other countries business, or I should say financial aid, unless like there's a national disaster and they happen to be an ally of us. We're going to stay out of it. We got our own bills to pay. We got $1 trillion in debt we need to pay off. So that's done. So in this episode, we're going to worry about education. I'm going to set up exchange programs with several countries, quite a few actually. There's a thing in progress with Congress about banning certain countries from having exchange students come into the country. I'm not going to worry about that until after I do set the ones I want to be with. Basically, countries that I'm not going to allow students to come in from include Afghanistan, China, Russia, Pakistan, Egypt, Syria, and Nigeria. That's just the ones I could think of. I'm sure there's other countries we're not friendly with that I'll probably keep out later. Just because I don't want to have, just off chance they send somebody who claims to be a kid and they're actually a spy. Because stuff like that I'm sure would happen. So that's going to be a part of education we're going to work on. We're going to work on we're going to update the freedom for teachers, what they can and can't teach, what's going to be monitored, inspected, and all that. We're going to work on research, the nuclear fusion that was brought up by one of my cabinet members. We are going to work on immigration. We are going to work on forming the wall. I mentioned in the last episode, in this game, people tend to like that idea. So, and that'll bring a boost to the country, and it'll also bring down illegal immigration from Mexico because it is the leading country for illegals in this country. Um, then I have some notes here for the healthcare we're going to work on, but that won't be until later on. I'll get to that later. We're going to work on Secret Service. I have a list of countries who's got elections planned for this year and the next year. Countries that we're not friendly with that we might try to rig elections to get the opposition, which would be the people that we want, into office. And that's all I got right now. So this might be a short episode. So we're going to go ahead and start work on education. I'm going to send this going. We'll try to get through a month, maybe two. I think we're going to go 2 months here. So this is going to be a long playthrough, but I'm going to do a little editing so it'll be shorter for you guys. You don't have to sit through a lot of BS. As you can see, a whole bunch of suppressions of economies have come off, including Ukraine. I cut them off. I just don't want to be a part of that Ukraine-Russian war. I don't want to get involved in it unless this becomes a full-blown World War III, and then we have to pick sides. And then in that case, then I will go with the Ukraine, because I know Russia would be on the other side of it, and we're not friends with Russia. So let's start with education. And we're going to legislation, and let's do the establish the freedom for teachers. I'm going to change this. I'm going to lower it to inspection and monitoring school programs. There's got to be a little bit of control because there's some things you need to keep separate from schools. Some things you need to monitor, but we're going to be a little more lax on it. As you can see, the Democrats are for it, and it looks like both parties. So this is going to be a bipartisan agreement. I'm surprised that the Republicans are actually for it. Usually they'd be against this stuff. They want strict stuff like they're doing now in real life. DeSantis down in Florida trying to tell people what books they can and can't read and what they can and can't learn. So we're going to leave that as inspected, monitored. I'm not going to put it a part of any bills. We're just going to go ahead and confirm that through. And we're going to go clean this mess up here. I got 14 as I started. Mostly suppression of economies. Kill that. Road safety accidents are increased. Road safety numbers have fallen. Oh, excuse me. Last road safety numbers have fallen. This reveals an increase in accidents, which brings, bad figures, which reflect our absence of a goodwill policy regarding prevention and penalties. We will deal with that. And we have another person here under surveillance.
Our team is in place. The information gathered on this suspect terrorist will be archived directly.
Okay, I did that on the off camera. I put a bunch of terrorist groups under watch, including some individuals, so we're doing that now. The famous satire humorist is everywhere on social media and is becoming a champion of this conspiracy theory. You could perhaps convince him to give up. I will no longer alert you when a new public figure reports a conspiracy theory, so I encourage you to frequently consult our summary reports. Okay, so satire humorous. Interest rate negotiation. Okay, yeah, we're going to do that. And we got a forest fire in California we got to deal with as well. Everything else. Alright, so this one, all of them but that top one, I'm going to kill. We'll deal with that one later. I got to find out who that is. Because I don't remember who it is that's doing it. And I think this one is current, yeah. Subliminal messages. So satire. Consult files of celebrities. So these are celebrities. Yeah, that's not. Make the scandal related to. I gotta find out who is doing that. Who's key figures, associations. I don't think it's that one. No, it's not that one. Oops. Political key figures, artists, intellectuals. I don't think he's an intellectual. Architect, astronomer, novelist, philosopher, physicist. Yeah, it's not that. It's not a sec. It's not. It might be an artist that might be in there. Commentator, no. Dancer. This guy, yeah. Yeah, he's not happy with me. Brett Goff. I'm going to have a little chat with him. See what his problem is. And I'm also going to place him under surveillance too. Brett Goff. Okay. So let's go back to Secret Service. Place this person under surveillance. Brett Goff. Yeah, we're going to place you under surveillance, buddy. See what your problem is. All right, so back to education. So we have a whole bunch of countries we're going to become in a partnership with for student program exchange programs. Student exchange programs. A weird way of saying it. So as you can see, every country is listed here, and right now most of them, actually I think all of them are inactive. So this is going to take me a while, so I'll just tell you guys which countries I'm going to add as for exchange programs. And this will be bilateral agreements. So we'll send kids to those countries, they'll send their kids to ours for programs. So I got listed that I'm interested in: Australia, Belgium, Brazil, Finland, France, Germany, Iceland, Greece, Denmark, which would also include Greenland because that's a dependency of Denmark, even though Greenland wasn't listed, so I figured that's probably why. India, even though we're kind of on with them, but I want to improve relations with them for trade. Ireland, Israel, Italy, Japan, Mexico, Netherlands, New Zealand, Norway, South Korea, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, Taiwan, and the United Kingdom. So those are the countries I'm going to invite to become in foreign exchange programs. So I'm going to take care of that right now, and I will get back to you guys when I finish. All right, we are back. I went through all the countries and added them for foreign exchange programs. I also added Canada. I can't believe I actually forgot them. So I added them too. So now we will zoom ahead and we're going to a whole bunch of countries accepting or not accepting. I'm sure they're all going to say yes. Yeah, there's like 25 messages all at once saying, yeah, baby. Hey, there's something going on here. What's this? There's a fight of some kind or something there. So let's see. We got something. All right, so Australia accepted, Belgium accepted, Brazil, Canada, Finland, France, Germany. I don't think there was going to be any that was going to say no. They usually say yes. I'm sure if I asked a country that hates us, they would have said no, absolutely not. Yeah, this is. Oh, we got plague epidemic thing coming up here. So yeah, all these countries said yes. Okay, so 1.9. I did it again. All right, so we'll go 2 billion. I did thousand instead of billion. Forest fire has been spotted in California. Uh-oh. We've had forest fires popping up a lot. I've noticed. Oh yeah, right here. Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna send them any money yet until we know how much it's gonna cost. So, all right, we'll keep going here. So we're done with education for now. So we did the. So I can't do the ban on host states yet. Well, I guess if I don't select anything, that means there's not going to be anything going to or from those countries. So I guess we're okay. So just the ones I selected, we're going to work on. So let's go to research now. And we're going to do discovery tree, and we're going to do the nuclear fusion patent and publish it. So as you can see, it's right here. Oh, that comic. I'm going to stop that. Okay. So while that's paused. Okay, so we have nuclear fusion. So if I come down here, I noticed there's other stuff here. Nuclear plant fusion. So all sorts of different stuff here that we're really into and we're still learning. Like optic computers, 3D images, generating. Yeah, it's just, this is the one I really want to really work on. Development of a magnetic levitation train called the Hyperloop that travels on a vacuum tubes, therefore greatly reducing friction so that it can reach speeds of 1,200 kilometers per hour, kilometers. Um, that I know is going to be coming soon, so we're just going to keep waiting on that. Industry aromatic and matter sciences. Possible outcome 2023. I think we'll be seeing that sometime later this year. So as soon as that one goes through, we're gonna gung ho on that. Micro battery. The one I want to do is the fusion, the nuclear fusion, advanced nuclear. I'm gonna go ahead and patent. For the moment, the advanced nuclear fusion is a private national technology. We are therefore the only ones to benefit from it. Do you wish to patent it and make it public? Oh, okay. No, 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 no. We don't want to do that. Yeah, it is private right here. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna leave that. National companies to sell this. We're there for the, yeah, we're gonna, okay, so we're gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. So I do want to update the funding though. Discoveries. Yeah, so that's what we're doing before to the advanced nuclear fusion. Building laboratories. Yeah, we're good on that. So I'm gonna leave that alone. So we'll scratch that. So now we're gonna go work on immigration next. Oh, I got that meeting with that dude.
No thanks. My ulcer can't take it. You're too kind. Other than that, anything else?
Let's see. Encourage him.
Yes, it's a good idea. I'll do my best.
Take out a party card. Okay, all right.
I'm sorry, but we still disagree on some points.
Okay, he's an idiot then. Let him speak highly of me.
I'm sorry, but
Okay, well, we're done here, dude. So I'm gonna deal with his butt. We got him under surveillance. So, all right, let's take care of immigration. I'm gonna look at justice too. Let's do this first. So let's go into construction, and we are going to construct. Yeah, we're still building those detention centers. So we're gonna construct the wall. I don't know if we need to do one for Canada. I don't think Canada's that bad. It's Mexico that's the worst. So, number to build and the manpower. Oh, that's all I got for manpower? Okay. All right, so the construction of the wall has begun. Legislation. And we got the Mariana Islands have accepted statehood. So they will be joining us too. So they have become the third state. The 53rd state, excuse me.
The target is in position and under surveillance 24/7. Data collected by our agents.
Okay, we'll keep an eye on him, see what he's up to. And the Samoan Islands are now going to vote on it. So we might have a fourth one here. Celebrating Easter now.
Sharing this moment of intense spirituality with the faithful gives me great joy. On this holy day, I thank all of our communities across the country, both those in cities as well as those in small, remote villages, who are all coming together in prayer.
Okay, so
The population affected by the
I knew that was coming.
is in a very
So
precarious
they want
situation.
$5.8 billion.
Must have lost a
So we'll
lot
give them
and
six.
even everything, and are asking the state for help to survive.
Keep this thing going. All right, I wanted to check out Justice. I want to look at this. This is a new tab in the game. Amnesty, whose Greek root means to forget, is a public law concept, and amnesty often takes place when a new leader comes to power. It cancels the prosecutions delivered by his or her predecessor. Offense against the traffic laws, sentences less than 3 months. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Stand in accordance with the Convention Against Torture. Certified but not optical. Colombia is in riots. What's going on in frickin' Colombia? Wow. They're pissed off in Colombia. Not sure what that's all about. And now we have our own stuff here. Let's take a look. Unemployment rate drops, of course, because we've got a lot of projects going on, so that's good. 2.49 annual growth. That's good. So we're doing good. Even though I spent a ton of money in the last one.
Work has already begun. I can assure you that this is a good initiative by building on this border, because a large portion of illegal immigrants into this country often pass this way. Moreover, the size and length of the wall, when it's finally built, will really hinder illegal immigrants who want to cross this border.
Okay, so the border has begun. All right, organizing a referendum for American Samoa. So we're good on that. And the plague epidemic. It's completely. Puerto Rico was the one that was hit. Okay. 1.9 billion. Had a lot of positive feedback. So that's good. So Puerto Rico was the one that was getting nailed. So. All right. Back to justice. Let's see here. So, propose a law to ban the death penalty. Death penalty is a punishment as applied by the judicial authority. It consists of legally depriving a person found guilty of a crime punishable by death of the right to life. Article 6, adopted in 1966, declares every human being has the inherent right to live, and no one shall arbitrarily. So I bet you anything. Everybody but the Republicans will be for this. Wow. Okay. It's a bipartisan agreement. The people do not like this. They hate the idea. I'm going to leave that in my back pocket for later. I'm going to leave it alone. Establish legislation on arms sales. The UN considers that light arms and low caliber guns are a potential or proven source of intensification of violence. Unrestricted sales to adults. Sales subject to a license system. Sales limited to hunting arms, which must adhere to the license. Ban on the sale of possession of firearms. See, if I wanted to go European, I could totally do that. The Democrats would love it, but the people and the Republicans will hate, absolutely hate this. Yes. But what if I limited it to this one? And I create a gun law. See, the people still don't like it, but Democrats are 100% for it. Limited to the hunting arms. States subject to a license. See, unrestricted, people wouldn't like that. A total ban, the Democrats would like it. So I'm going to leave it alone. I'll come back to that later. Severity of punishments. Impact on the crime rate, which potential perpetrators being strongly deterred from action in light of the risk of facing heavier sentences. The citizen is very focused on the idea of justice and the just proportionally of punishments according to crime. Punishments are determined to be too harsh, will be considered an attack of liberties. Average length of imprisonment imposed for aggravated robbery. $24. 2 years. If this is going by months. Democrats are half for it. Interesting. I don't know why Democrats would be against that. Aggravated robbery. Spelled robbery, I think, wrong. So 12 plus 6 would be 18. We could go back to 18. I think that's where it was. So let's do like a year and a half in jail. See what they would like, if that would be okay. Yes, they would be more willing. Okay, so we're gonna do we're gonna make this a reform. We're gonna do this the crime bill. 23 gun and crime control act bill. Okay, we're gonna put that on there. We're gonna create that. Regulate the use of facial recognition in public places. Limited to sensitive areas. Now we're gonna leave that as is. Regulate the implement a system of social. No. Oh, hit the wrong one. Sorry. This one I already messed with earlier. We're not going to touch that one again. Age of criminal responsibility. I already did that one. We're going to leave that one. Corporal punishment. No, we're not going to re-establish that. Construction. We have 8,263 prisons. I want an even 10 So hang on a second. I gotta get my calcumahooter out. I'm gonna do some math here. Calculator. So I want 10 grand, and we have 8263. So we're gonna add 1737. 1,737 more prisons. 1,737. And we're going to build manpower. 900. We're going to put it all over the country. So that's our goal. Liberties. Criticism of state, freedom of expression, they have the rights. Freedom of religion, that's fine. Censoring depictions of violence, censorship of minors, I like that. And then that one, yes, we're going to censor and control that. There are no political prisoners. And we're going to fast forward. Famine in the United States. Food is inadmissible. Famine has begun to spread throughout the country. Very seriously affected. What? We have famine? Okay. I'm not aware of that. Okay, taxation. So, it's part of the gun control. I'm going to raise it. Oh, that's too much. Oh my. Let's do... What's it? Hang on, what's it at now? Gun tax is at 50. Let's go 65. And we're going to put that on the... Oh, it's not there. Okay, well, we're going to do it anyways. Gun tax. Marshall Islands annexation to the United States. Cool. So they are now a part of the United States. All right, so this one I'm going to 3,500. Whoa, too many zeros. Wait a minute, I just did this. Wait a minute. Hang on a second. I got things messing up here. Okay. Oops. 45. I could have sworn I already put money into this. I don't know if it took it or not. 3,200.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
Okay, the referendum has been passed, so now people can vote on referendums. Forest fire. Okay, so now that said, we're going to let the people vote on legalizing marijuana. And if they pass it, then we're going to tax the crap out of it. That'll help bring in some money to the economy. So we're going to do that. I know what Parliament's thoughts in on it, but I don't care what they think. So we're going to go with the referendum. And we're going to confirm that. And if we go to it, 61% of the people are going to vote on it, and it looks like it's going to pass. So that's going to help pay some budget. That's a big money maker. So that was part of my health thing. So I wrote in my notes, I said, when referendums bill pass on 4/12, if it passes, regulate the legalization of marijuana, putting it on a referendum for the public to vote on. If it passes, then we're going to add the 420 tax to budget reform bill that I'm planning on working on once it becomes ratified. So that's the next step, is waiting for what the people say, and then we will go from there. Compensation for catastrophe. Okay, so that was the 11 billion.
The bill has been voted on.
Freedom of the teachers. Oof. Famine going on in D.C. I didn't even see anything pop up about it. It just happened. Interesting. That's a shocker. Okay, so we're gonna go back to Secret Service. I know I was in the middle of something and I got sidetracked. Oh, no, we're not gonna go to Secret Service. That's gonna be sometime later this year. Um, so I mentioned at the beginning we could do cyber attacks on other countries that we're not friendly with to get the opposition that we are. That would be a favorable outcome for us. Um, so Pakistan has an election on July 30th. The Bahamas, which are kind of friendly, but they lean right. They have one on. They're the closest one. They're coming up, but I might just bypass them because they're right now somewhat friendly with us. So I don't think I'm gonna mess with them. It's just the ones that we're not friendly with, really not friendly. Russia has one, not until next year, and we will definitely get involved in that one. But for time being, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until next year. May get closer to that date. Egypt, same thing in the end of March of 2024. Libya, beginning of 2024. And so I think we're good. Um, Sweden Sweden wants to meet with me. Okay. Forest fire in Alaska, of course.
Although your economy is among
Yes, I know. I can do
Although
better.
your economy is among
I know. I'm trying. I know. New technology. China has developed the Hyperloop. We will be able to buy products resulting from it, but not use it in our economy. Yeah. Well, we're gonna have it here soon, so. Jihadist. So we got rid of the terrorist group in Nigeria. That's good. And a forest fire in Alaska. Of course. These forest fires are just popping up everywhere. So we're waiting to hear from. Sierra American Samoa. Oh, now the president of Benin wants to visit with me. Electric versus gasoline. I encourage blah 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 petroleum. Raising the tax on petroleum products, just like tobacco, this will yield results. Petroleum products. So I can do that. Petroleum right here. Let's give it a 25-cent raise. So that would be 25. 55 plus 25 would be 80 cents. Whoops. There, 80-cent tax. Let's see if that helps.
The funeral will take place next week.
Oldest person in country
you
died.
want to attend-
Yes, I'll attend the funeral. War against Russia? Nope, you're not getting weapons. G7 expansion to Spain agenda. Shall we confirm? Yes. Russia network number 1 ready for action. Has a chance to infiltrate the Russian chief of staff thanks to penetrating work with the secretary. Infiltrate the resident Russia. Yes. Do it. Yes, we'll try to take out Vladimir Putin. And the Mariana Islands have accepted annexation. So that's another one. So we have 3 states in the fold. Favorable regime change in Bulgaria, so that's good. We're getting...
I think you're doing a good job.
Thank you. The newest, oldest merchant in the country thinks I'm doing good. Coming up on the end of the month, and I also think we're coming up on the end of this episode. I need to get these to go longer, but I don't make enough notes of what I want to do, and I have to think of things here.
I'd like to congratulate you in person for your popularity.
Thank you.
The vote was held and the reform was adopted.
The gun and crime bill passed.
The population affected
Okay,
by
so how
the
much do they want
disaster
on this one?
is in a very precarious
4.07
situation.
bill.
Must have lost a lot and even everything and are asking the state
4.07,
for help
so we'll
to
do
survive.
41 billion. Or 4,
So tell me,
4.1 billion. Just a little extra. We're coming up on the end of April. So I think, let's check Parliament. The voting on the 420 bill. Tax on petroleum, regulate, oh, right here. So this one's going to take place on the 24th. So this will start, so in game it'll be tomorrow, quote unquote. So once that goes through, we're going to work on the next episode. I'm going to start working on balancing the budget. We're going to go through taxes and we're going to start creating taxes, and we're going to start we got to start paying off some of this debt. So we got to get these taxes going, because that's going to be a big one. And I'm also going to look into reorganizing the income tax bracket, because we need to change this. The rich need to be paying more, and the lower and middle class need to be paying less. So we are in the month, yeah, we're almost done here. So we got a meeting here with Switzerland. Offer a coffee.
Sure. Dark and strong, please.
What do you want? Courage gonna be more. They came to me. Okay. Propose a military agreement. Okay. Immigration agreement. Oh, it's an oh, cancel. Oh yeah, military alliance. There we go. We'll just do support. Just refused. I don't know why he's here. Financial sanctions on an aggressive country. No, I'm not doing that. I don't know what that meeting was all about. 5.9. 3 points. 4 billion. Funeral appearance.
This loss is so very painful to us all. Dear in our memories, these loved ones will always remain. Each and every one of these families have my entire support in this difficult moment.
Okay. Child prostitution numbers in decline in the United States. We are the worst country. Shameful. We need to act. I'm pretty sure I already dealt with that, but okay. So we'll let this go through. We're still waiting on the vote for the referendum. And then once that goes through, we'll start working on the next bill. Probably won't do that until the next episode. I got some notes I need to go over. And here it is. Oh yeah, it passed, because that old dude is not happy like he always is. Fight against marijuana, got a smile. So let's go ahead and not the feedback. We're spending a lot of money on disasters. Yeah. Well, it's a plant. The referendum passed. New law has your board entered into force. Turnout was average. Yeah, I had a feeling, but we still got it.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
Gun tax increase. So we have another.
Good morning. I didn't come empty-handed. In fact, I wanted you to see in order to submit to you this economic contract which, as you will see, is profitable for both our countries.
Okay, so he wants to sell me oranges. So their national consumption is 22.5, and their production's 12. And yeah, our numbers totally kick his butt. And he's so small, I don't need it. Sorry, dude. Wasted your time.
Sure. Dark and strong, please.
Give him all coffee and thank him for his visit, even though it's pretty much pointless. So, yeah, I think we're going to end the episode here. So, next episode, we're going to start work on the budgeting, balancing the budget. We're going to add some new taxes, the cannabis bill, some of these other things. We're going to do more environmental stuff, Deforestation Act, carbon tax, tax on the use of plastic packaging, all that good stuff. We're going to work on investigations. We're going to check into the current taxes, probably adjust a few more of those. We already did it on petroleum. Yeah, we need to get this going. The other thing I wanted to look up was last time I had issues with energy, or no, it was environment. The construction of the CO2 stuff. Okay, so here it is there. So we're going to do this in the next one. We'll do this part of the environmental bill. We're going to do another one. I was wondering why this didn't turn up, but I guess something else had to happen first. But
One of my men succeeded in infiltrating Key Center.
yes, take it out. Another fire in Arkansas. Nuclear power. Yep, we're working on it. And I also think we're going to start, once we start getting some money rolling in and we can get a treasury built up and a surplus, we're going to start adding more. We're going to start becoming more energy independent. We're going to start being dependent on our own stuff. So I'm going to go across all the different states and add different energies there. And that might even include some oil wells. I'm trying to be more healthier to the environment, but we got to become energy independent, because if we don't, we're going to start having blackouts, rolling blackouts, and it's going to be a problem. And of course, it's a domino effect. You run out of power, then the food spoils, and then people starve and die and all that stuff. So that's going to be, we're going to start working on that in the next couple of episodes.
Our sportsmen are ready. But if I may,
Sure. And then I think we're going to start working on the military. We're going to start bulking it up, start getting our product ready, our upgraded, get some drones, some satellites, and we're going to start spying on some of our enemies, mostly Russia, China. Keep an eye on Afghanistan. And then I'm going to start keeping an eye on these guys down here. And like in my last playthrough, even though, relations are tense, but they're not bad. But I'm still going to keep an eye on these big three right here. Cuba, Jamaica, and I believe that's Haiti. Yes. These other ones I'm not too concerned about. We have hang on a second, what's this? Oh, thought we had a thing down here. I must have, oh, yeah, there it is. Oh, it's an organization. United States Communist Extreme Left. Okay. Wookie. But we're going to deal with them as we're going to finish the month here. So we got a plate full for the next episode, and I think eventually when the Hyperloop, when we discover the Hyperloop for us, we're going to start building that for Canada to US, and then do one for Mexico to Texas. I might even do one from Baja to San Diego. I wish I could purchase Baja. I mean, it's more a part of the US than it is about Canada, but I can't figure out how to purchase Baja. The only other option would be to take over Mexico and make that a whole state of the United States, but that's not going to happen. I want to improve in relations with Mexico. I mean, they're good now, but I want to make it solid green like we are with Canada. and then really just be very comfortable. So I think we're going to end things here. I don't know why it stopped. There we go. We're into May now. So, what's this? Our latest reported decrease in the prison population density in your penitentiaries, which will improve the day-to-day conditions of treatment of inmates. Your country is still below the expected minimum when it comes to the respect of human rights, but it's moving in the right direction. So we're going to end things here. I'm going to go off camera, kind of look around the game, see what I want to do next, get everything planned out, and we'll go from there. If you like this episode, hit that like button, leave a comment if you like, subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to help out with future projects, please visit my Patreon at patreon.com/mntwins28. You do not have to help, but any help is always greatly appreciated. Until next time, peace out.